Time to see, will we crown the 2014 overall champion of DreamHack, or will life push it to yet another game? Let's get into that game and figure it out. Up here in the top left of Deadwing, he only needs one more win. It's ForGG. And his opponent, if you want to see more games, you better cheer loud and let him hear ya. It is StarTale Life.
Again here, every decision that Life makes so incredibly important. Is he going to want to try to be aggressive on a map that doesn't really play to an aggressive style? It could catch ForGG off guard if he's not expecting it. There's ForGG's changing up his build once again. It looks like he's leaning towards a command center first. Usually, we've seen him open up with either the Reaper expansion or the double barracks aggressive play, but command center first, changing it up again.
Yeah, still pretty solid on this map. You know, it's such a big one. Life probably not very likely to go ahead and do a quick pull and Zergling rush him. He did, of course, try that in game one, and it didn't work out for him. So probably doesn't want to risk 30 grand on that build.
Well, these locations, I think, are going to be pretty good, actually, for Life here. If his cross position's a little bit more difficult, he's going to be able to charge up through the middle of the map, spread that creep just north, and really pressure that fourth base. And eventually, depending on how long the game goes down, if we are going to see mech versus swarm host type of style, he can keep ForGG away from a fifth base quite easily.
Yeah, that is quite true. It's going to be very hard to take against a much more mobile Zerg army. We'll have to see if it gets that far, though, because still, you know, I really liked what Moonglade was saying. This is kind of a tough map. It's most likely going to be mech. It's really easy for mech to secure 4 bases, which will allow him to get just any units he wants. So I'm giving Life literally like 50% to do an all-in here. I just don't know what it would be. You know, it feels like ForGG has just been so safe.
Well, Life, no gas taken yet. Just going to play mineral only. Which means, of course, Queen defense. We'll see what time he decides to take that third base. He has spotted his opponent's command center first, so I think it could be a little bit early. Upon spotting the command center first here, he's decided to build 6 Zerglings. If there's only 1 or 2 Marines out, he could get a couple of SCV kills here.
Yeah, he definitely could. Maybe even force a lift-off or run away. That will delay some SCVs from being made as well.
Are there going to be any Marines made at all? He's
right now, it doesn't look like it. Huh.
Well, this is interesting here. These 6 Zerglings are going to prevent any mining from this natural expansion. He's got to wait until the Hellions are out.
Well, this is really, really annoying. No doubt about that. Taking a third base behind it. These 6lings definitely going to be worth it. You know, of course, you have to skip some drones to be able to make them, but he's going to be quite happy with what he finds here with the reactor on the way.
And he best lift up that supply depot. And he does, but the reactor is going to be picked up upon. And of course, I mean, he's got to lift up the barracks to switch it with the factory as well if he wants to try to build 2x2, but he's going to build a Hellion one at a time. He kills 1 SCV already on the natural, and a great start here for Life.
Indeed. In fact, he's going to force repairing here on this reactor, just barely keeping it alive. They're getting it so low on health. This is really quite nice for Life.
And behind this, he's been able to take that third base incredibly fast. A great start, a fantastic start. Look at the supply difference already. The way that this has been slowed down, 25 supply, 43 for Life.
Very well done indeed. And I mean, look at this. He's actually staying on no gas at the moment, just pumping out some queens. He's going to be able to get his creep spread going. Of course, queens can be quite nice against mech-type units, against Banshees as well, that we've seen from ForGG so much. So Life, once again, I feel like he is continuing to learn throughout this series exactly how to counter the way that ForGG plays.
And he's playing really greedy, too. 6-minute gases, pure drones, a lot of queens. I mean, at this point, it's greedy because you want to get out Zergling speed or roaches or something to deal with Hellions if they were to run by, or roaches or something, but he's pure economy focused and really queen-centric on his defense. Going to be great if it's just poking Hellions. If they dart by, he could be in trouble. We do see the armory coming in, so we are going to see, once again, Banshee and Hellbats. And as ForGG has failed to get any information other than that third base has been taken, I actually really, really like Life's position.
Yeah, he's making the spine, and he's going up to 6 queens. I mean, that is 6 queens is awesome. That's going to be 4 queens with a spine crawler on top of a ramp to hold on. He's even going straight into a Roach Warren. So he's going to have absolutely every tool he needs to take really no damage from this Hellbat Banshee push.
And if he doesn't take any damage here, with the way that this has been played out, he's got such a great economy. With the Roach Warren finishing up, bang, can Roach Speed start, and he is going to have a lot of units when we enter the mid-game here. So at this point, ForGG's either got to identify what he's playing against or get some damage done.
Well, I don't think he's going to be able to get damage done, Apollo, to be perfectly honest with you here. It really doesn't look like it. We'll see what the Banshee can do. But again, Spores are about to finish. There's 6 queens out already, a 7th on the way. He's getting Roaches to help out against any potential pushes as well.
Yes, it's so very good here, and there's consistent Hellions being made. We are going to see Hellbats, but 8 Roaches are being made here. This is going to be more than enough to defend. He's just got to deal with this Banshee. And I cannot believe how good of a position that Life has kind of played himself into here by taking a couple of risks.
Oh man, the counterattack here could be deadly. We've seen ForGG focus so heavily on Hellions, so heavily on Banshees. Well, I mean, the Banshees go well against Roaches, but Hellions overall will not beat a bunch of speed Roaches. So here we go. They do go up that ramp, see a lot of queens, a spine, and Roaches. They have to turn around.
Completely shut down here by Life. He's got a 30 supply advantage. He's adding on more and more Roaches, and he's gotten away with that greedy style in the early stage of the game. He's got a lot of money. He's got a lot of Roaches. He's got a lot of supply. This is actually a dream start here for Life in this game.
Absolutely, it is, Apollo. He is looking fantastic. His creep spread is going to explode from here. Of course, they are kind of like close spots, which I guess can work out for Mech a little bit. He can push across a little bit quicker when he hits that 200 supply, but I feel like he has 0 opportunity to attack before 200 supply.
And right now, there are 8 queens on the field. A lot of them are going to go down very early here. A little bit caught out of position is Life, but he moves forward with the Roaches as well in support. He brings down a little bit of hit points from these Banshees, but he's going to push forward. And really, what does ForGG currently have to stop a slow queen and a Roach push? He's only got Banshees, but there's a lot of queens. There is an Overseer. And this push from Life is looking deadly.
He needs like 3 or 4 siege tanks, and he has exactly 0 siege tanks. He does not even have a Tech Lab add-on on a factory. This is not going to work out for ForGG.
A wonderful push, a wonderful strategy, a wonderful start here from Life. He just marches straight in. The Roach is dealing so much damage as soon as the queens get over here to help with these Banshees. And right now, there is a lot of death.
Oh man, death is everywhere, Apollo. A lot of SCVs have fallen down. 11 so far, 12 killed now. It looks like these queens are going to come up to help out these Banshees as well. The Speed Roach is doing a huge amount of damage to this wall and going to be able to take it all down. 13 more Roaches on the way, just non-stop rallies. I think ForGG's just dead.
Yeah, this is completely just pushed aside here by Life. A beautiful choice of play. And this is wonderful. He could even build a Spire and just completely switch the game up if he wanted to. But at this point, this is so deadly.
Well, it looks like he is trying to break this with his Hellbats. He's lifted off that command center. He's trying to use his Banshees. The queens are starting to fall, but not quickly enough. The Roaches gonna overpower everything.
Autosis, GG! Life wins 2 games. And he's very, very close to tying this series up. 3 to ForGG, 2 for Life.
This is suddenly, it goes from a very one-sided series that seemed like it was almost over to a series which is extremely close. If Life can win on the next map, if Life can win on Foxtrot Labs, we will go to a Game 7 and the opportunity for a reverse all-kill at the grand finals of DreamHack Winter 2014 in Jönköping, Sweden.